Hello everyone and welcome. I have a Halloween wreath DIY for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you step by step how to make this awesome Dollar Tree deco mesh wreath. I'm also going to be introducing you to my rose bundle method. It's absolutely fabulous and you're going to love it. No fray deco mesh wreath using Dollar Tree seasonal mesh. Let me show you how to make it. To get started on today's project, you're going to need a 14-inch wreath form. You're also going to need some black and purple deco mesh that you can get at Dollar Tree and some pipe cleaners cut in half. You'll need 3 rolls of the purple and you'll need 6 rolls of the black. I have 3 rolls unwrapped, 2 black and 1 purple. And I like to layer them when I cut. It just makes quick work. So I have all 3 here layered out. You want to cut your mesh into strips at 15 inches. I prefer to use a rotary cutter, but if you don't have one, you can always use a good pair of scissors. I have my mesh cut at 15 inches. Now this is what the bundles are going to look like, and this is my rose bundle method. Now I designed this method to work with Dollar Tree mesh because it frays so much. We're going to be putting 3 rose pieces into each bundle. So you want to take your piece that's cut at 15 inches. You take the ends and you cover them by about 1 inch. So you make a tube, you press that down, then you come to the side. You want to make sure everything is lined up and you fold it over by about 1/2 inch. Then you continue to fold. It should take you about 4 folds to get across. So right here is any cut ends that I have. Everything is folded in and rolled up. The only cut ends I have is this little bit right here, and you want to turn that and make sure that's facing down. Now I'm going to be using my bow dabber to hold my bundles. I like to use this machine. I picked it up from Amazon. You can find the link to my Amazon shop in the description box below. So you want to do 1 black and then 1 purple and 1 black. So I'll show you again. You'll need 1/2 pipe cleaner. Stick it from the top to the bottom. You want the ends of your pipe cleaner on the bottom where the cut ends are, so that's at the bottom of your wreath. I always like to pull everything down so I can get a nice tight grip, pinch and twist. And that is what your bundle should look like. Very pretty. As you can see at the end, it curls in just like the center of a rose, and that's why I call it my rose bundle method. As you can see, when you put it on the wreath, it looks so pretty, and as that fills in, it'll get nice and thick, and there is absolutely no fraying. Just a beautiful textured base. Now to attach these to your wreath form, you're going to be attaching them to the 2 bars in the center. And in between each crossbar, you'll be placing 6 bundles. Now 3 rolls should give you enough to cover 2 sections. And that's why you're going to need a total of 9 rolls of mesh to cover your base. So you just take those pipe cleaners, you feed them on either side of the 2 bars there in the center, pull nice and snug, give a little twist. And then I like to pull my pipe cleaners together and then I push them forward. That way the back of my wreath looks nice and clean and there are no sharp edges on the back. So you just keep adding until you get 6 bundles in each section. I'm going to finish my base and I'll be right back. I have the base done on my wreath and I'm very happy. I love the mixture of the black and purple, and as you can see, they look like little rosebuds. Absolutely beautiful. And look at that. No fraying from Dollar Tree seasonal mesh. Now you're going to need one of the little plastic skulls that you can pick up from Dollar Tree. And then you're also going to need a little top hat. Now this one I picked up from the 99-cent store. It was only $1.49. You can also find these at Michael's, and I believe Hobby Lobby also carries them. I know Michael's does. So the first thing I want to do is I want to remove this part. So mine just slipped right off my little headband there. And this is fully solid styrofoam inside. If it was hollow, you would want to cut a little X in the bottom. It'll make it a little easier for you to place it onto your head. Now to attach this, you want to use a combination of hot glue and Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. Now this does take 24 to 48 hours to fully cure, but once it does, this is an excellent glue. It makes your things weather resistant, so if it gets hot or cold, rain, sleet, wind, it's not going to fall off. I love this and I highly recommend it. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and let this set up while we move forward. My hat has fully set up. The hot glue is completely dry. It's nice and sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. Now I do want to add a few more elements to the hat here. So off of a Halloween stem, I pulled off these two, which are just small little black branches. And then I also pulled off the small black leaves, removed the little plastic thing in the back, and then like on this one, I'm just going to cut them individually. So now I'm just going to attach these to my hat. I'm going to place one on either side and just use hot glue. And then I'll use one of the leaves to kind of get in there and to hide that little bit of mess from the glue. Okay. Now I'm going to do that to both sides. Now to get our head attached to our wreath, you're going to need 2 full-length pipe cleaners. And here in the back I've already attached one. Now I'm going to use my glue gun, but if you don't want to use your glue gun, you can always use a small electric screwdriver and put 2 holes in there. They need to be about a 1/2 inch apart. If your glue gun is on and it's hot, it'll melt through. The only thing is, as soon as you're done, you want to clean the tip. Make sure that you're pushing out glue and that you wipe your tip off, because if plastic gets stuck in there, you may end up breaking your glue gun. And then you want to take your pipe cleaner and feed it through one hole and have it come out the other. To help me, I have a little wire here that has a hook on the end. Then once you get it through, just pull it so that it's even and give it a nice little twist. And then that's what you're going to use on either side to attach it to your wreath form. I have my head attached and I put him right into the center. And here on the back you can see I used it and I attached it to 2 crossbars on either side, so I knew I had it right in the center. And now he's a little loose in there, so to make sure that I get him to sit where I want, I'm going to be adding some hot glue here underneath his chin. And I'm going to glue him right onto the deco mesh so that he sits the way that I want him to. Now I made this adorable little basic bow for our wreath today. And I used this ribbon, which I picked up from craftoutlet.com. It is made by Really Good Ribbon, and you can pick up Really Good Ribbon pretty much anywhere. I will insert the item number here. If you're unfamiliar with how to make a basic hand-tied bow, you should check out my wreath bow tutorial. I will attach that link at the end, and I'll also put it in the description box below. Now I thought our little gentleman needed a little bow tie, so that's what I did. That's why I just stuck with a basic bow. And then I added an additional pipe cleaner, so I had enough to get it attached. And then you just move everything over till you can get down to the wire frame, and you attach it to the wire frame. And doesn't that bow look adorable? He's so dressed up. Now there's just a couple more items I want to add. I have one package of these really pretty purple spiders. They match his hat perfectly. Now 4 come in a package, so I'm going to be attaching all 4. And then I also have a package of the little small skeleton heads. I'm also going to add these. And to attach everything, I'm going to be using a combination of the Aleene's Original Tacky Glue and hot glue. That way I don't have to worry about anything falling off if this wreath goes outside. I always like to go around and do my placement first, and then once I find my placement and I'm happy with where they are, I go back and glue them in. And when I'm placing my heads, I want them all to be facing the same way as the large head. I don't want them upside down or facing sideways. I want them all facing pretty much forward. And there you go. I have all of my embellishments on, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. Now I didn't want to cover up too much of the base because it's such a beautiful base. It has beautiful texture and color. So I wanted to make sure that you could still see a lot of my base. So I'm very happy with this. I think the skeleton and his hat is absolutely adorable. And as you can see, the spiders match his hat, so that kind of helps pull everything together. And of course his little bow tie with the skeleton and the top hat. Oh, I think it's absolutely adorable. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. If you know anyone who would enjoy my content, please share it with them. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you. You have a great day. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.